ValveTime.net.
Hi, and welcome to the ValveTime News. Each week we'll bring you the biggest talking points regarding Valve and the community. Before you immediately dislike this video for the lack of James Rossi, allow me to explain. My name is Dietrich Ginocchio, also known as Pick Miniman, and I've been working as an assistant writer and subtitle creator for ValveTime since November 2012. James is on holiday for the next 2 weeks, so I'll be doing my best to fill in for him during this week's episode and next, before James returns the following weekend. Let's get on with the show. Now the news. This past week saw the welcome return of Dota 2 updates after a long period of silence following the International 3 tournament at the beginning of August. The update, which was released into the main client on Friday of this week, has introduced the usual number of gameplay, UI, and audio improvements, but the main talking point involves Captain's Mode, the game mode which is used by professional players in competitive matches. Centaur Warrunner, Troll Warlord, Abaddon, and Elder Titan were all enabled in Captain's Mode, meaning that all 4 of these heroes can now be picked or banned in professional matches. While their introduction is definitely long overdue, we're looking forward to finding out how any of the 4 heroes may interrupt or disrupt the current competitive metagame. 14 new cosmetic item sets were included for a number of heroes alongside a new Oculus the Observer Ward and the Waldy the Faithful Sausage Dog Courier. Part of the update also focused heavily on tying up a number of loose ends related to the International 3 tournament. The in-game Aegis of Champions shield, which appears on the walls of the Radiant and Dire bases, has been updated to name Alliance and their team members as the 2013 winners of the event. Alliance appear above IG and Na'Vi, who are listed as the 2012 and 2011 champions respectively. The 4 prize bounties for the Interactive Compendium Fantasy Challenge were also introduced into the game files, but are currently unreleased. The 4 items, shown here, will provide players with loot based on how many points their fantasy team scored during the event. The more points, the better the loot they will receive when the items are finally awarded to players in a week or 2. The items in question have yet to be revealed or included in the game files at the current time, but we're pretty sure they'll be worth the wait. If you're looking for a more in-depth analysis of this week's Dota 2 update, or if you'd just like to read up on the full changelog, we recommend heading on over to Cyborg Matt's patch analysis or the Dota 2 wiki for more information. The update was preceded by a blog post on the Dota 2 website earlier this week. The post, entitled The International 3, revisits the events of the tournament while thanking the community for visiting, viewing, and supporting the championship. The Dota team report that over 1 million unique viewers tuned into the tournament on live internet streams, while hundreds of thousands of additional spectators watched the event at live pub stop venues and on Chinese and Swedish television networks. After the brief recap, the team display a number of photographs taken during the event at the Benaroya Hall and a number of international venues, including shots of Dendi and Sean celebrating during the All-Stars match, the Secret Shop, a pub stop at a Cineplex in Thailand, and, last but not least, a picture of GLaDOS voice actress Ellen McLean behind the scenes. The photograph of Ellen is particularly suitable as a hidden audio file embedded at the bottom of the post confirmed the upcoming release of a GLaDOS-themed announcer pack for Dota 2.
Welcome to OTA. The D is silent.
While the post doesn't feature any clues about when the pack may be released, we can at least rest easy knowing that everybody's favorite psychopathic AI will finally be joining the Dota 2 announcer ranks alongside Dr. Kleiner and Rux from Bastion. We'll be sure to keep you posted if and when we learn more. While the Team Fortress 2 scene has been pretty quiet ever since the Robotic Boogaloo update several weeks back, the game did receive a minor update earlier this week. The update, which was released alongside an accompanying blog post, introduced a brand new promotional item for Total War Rome 2, known as the Hardy Laurel, which, when equipped, unlocks a new visual mode for man vs. machine known as Romevision. In a manner similar to Pyrovision, Romevision alters a number of visual assets for the player to create a whole new theme. With Romevision, every member of the robot army is replaced with an alternate skin themed after a military unit from the time of the Roman Empire. Some examples of which include a wooden battering ram for the tank, a centurion for the soldier, a chariot for the medic, and a fully fledged pantheon for the carrier tanks. I promise we aren't making this up. The Hardy Laurel item is being awarded in genuine quality to players who pre-purchased Total War Rome 2 on Steam before the game's release on September the 3rd, 2013, so we recommend heading on over to the store to get your hands on it if this update has piqued your interest. You may remember on last week's episode when we briefly mentioned Counter-Strike Global Offensive's upcoming first anniversary, which took place several days ago on August the 21st, 2013. Valve celebrated the anniversary with a pair of new blog posts on the CSGO website, the first of which took a close look at a number of statistics generated by players over the past 12 months since release. Over the past year, the global offensive community have fired over 90 billion shots, which have subsequently hit over 18 billion targets, which resulted in the deaths of over 6.5 billion players. Yes, the player base can now take it easy knowing that they have wiped out over 90% of the Earth's current population in virtual form.
You are dead! Not a big surprise!
As shown on screen, the post also highlights the 2.2 billion headshots, the 500,000 knife kills, the 5.4 million hostages rescued, and the 60 million bomb defusals which have occurred since the game's launch. While statistics are all well and good, game updates are even better. In an effort to expand the recently introduced inventory system, Valve are awarding the 5-year veteran coin to all players who have activated any version of Counter-Strike on their Steam account before August 21st, 2008. The coin cannot be traded to other players, similarly to Team Fortress 2's Quartet of Employment medals released back in 2010, but it can be displayed as a featured item on a user's profile for others to see. The coin was introduced alongside a major new update for Global Offensive, which has made a number of new gameplay changes such as weapon price and damage modifications, UI improvements, and a number of balancing tweaks for official maps such as Aztec, Dust 2, Nuke, Mirage, Train, and more. The wealth of new changes and improvements introduced make it hard not to recommend this update to Counter-Strike players both old and new. We don't usually talk about or highlight bugs here on the show, but we thought we should make an exception just this once. Users on the Steam community discussion boards have recently reported being locked in a kid mode while accessing big picture mode, and no, we don't imagine this is some kind of nightmarish never-ending ball pool. Valve support staff have since gotten involved in the discussion and revealed that the kid mode is not supposed to be included yet, revealing that this bug is related to a possibly upcoming parental control feature, something which is not yet included with Steam. The bugged big picture mode forces the affected user to enter a PIN number to unlock their account and to remove the glitched parental control feature, even though they've never set one up. For the time being, the support team recommend restarting Steam to remove kid mode if you find yourself affected by this bug. While few other details about the upcoming functionality have been revealed, we can imagine that kid mode will simply prevent underage users from accessing games and content listed outside of the age limit. It is currently unknown if this new feature will cause Valve to change or remove Steam's legal age limit, which has always been restricted to people aged 13 and above. As always, we'll be sure to keep you posted. The Valve Pipeline intern team have continued to release videos after the reveal of their new website redesign over a week ago. This week's video focuses on the work of Andrea Wicklund, the Valve artist responsible for the circa 2008 Episode 3 art we leaked last year. The 8-minute time-lapse video, entitled Andrea Wicklund's Lobster Hunter, follows Andrea's work practice as she creates an artistic piece from scratch in Photoshop. While the majority of the video may only really appeal to those interested in the development of concept art, select portions of the video have revealed some additional information regarding Left 4 Dead 3. At certain points in the video, Andrea saves Photoshop projects using the Windows file browser, which for her just so happens to default to a folder entitled Concepts, which contains 11 different files with L4D3 in the project title, including L4D3 bridge _ concept, L4D3 concept _ 04, etc. Later in the video, as Andrea begins to explore the file directory, a folder with the title L4D3 can be seen alongside a number of others, including Zombies, CSGO, CSGO _main _ key art, the aforementioned concepts folder, and a number of other unrelated subjects. What is interesting, however, is the location of these folders. Andrea appears to be viewing these folders using the Recent Places option on the Windows file directory, an option which displays recently explored folders. The Windows taskbar is visible at other points of the video, which reveals that the video was recorded on June 8, 2012, over 1 year ago. This evidence, alongside the previously mentioned Recent Places system, reveals that Andrea Wicklund was creating conceptual drawings and illustrations for Left 4 Dead 3 over 1 year ago in June 2012, further reinforcing the belief that the game has been in development for some time now. Longtime Valve fans may remember a pair of video creators on YouTube known as David and Ian, aka the PurchaseBrothers. The brothers became extremely famous around 3 or 4 years ago after the release of their extremely high-quality Escape from City 17 Part 1 Half-Life 2 live-action fan film, which featured shockingly impressive CGI in a grounded and realistic portrayal of the events which occurred around the time of Half-Life 2 Episode 1 after the destruction of the Citadel's dark fusion reactor by Gordon Freeman. A much longer second part was suddenly released in August 2011, which, for a time at least, appeared to be the concluding chapter of the series. That is, until now. Earlier this week, the PurchaseBrothers once again surprised everyone with the release of a short teaser trailer for Escape from City 17 Part 3, their most recent project which is currently in post-production. To assist with the production of the final part, the brothers have started a crowdfunding project on IndieGoGo and are asking for a whopping $50,000. While this goal may seem a tad excessive, we should point out that the brothers have listed the project under flexible funding, which means the team will receive whatever donations are made regardless of whether or not the listed goal is met, so the $50,000 target is likely just a randomly decided maximum. Like many crowdfunded projects, the page features a number of contributor rewards for those who help fund the project, with rewards varying from free downloads of the soundtrack to full executive producer credit and trips to the post-production studios. If you want to check out the Escape from City 17 teaser trailer for yourself, or if you'd like to contribute to the brothers' IndieGoGo project, be sure to head on over to the relevant links we have provided in the video description, alongside links to every other news topic we've discussed this week, including full write-ups on ValveTime.net, update changelogs, blog posts, and much more. That brings us to the end of another week of Valve news. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and to head on over to our Dota 2 announcer pack on the Steam Workshop to rate us positively. While you're at it, why not visit our website at valvetime.net and sign up to our user forums? We have recently had an influx of users, including new faces and a few returning old friends, so now would be an excellent time to sign up and get involved with the community. Hopefully you guys won't mind putting up with me for another episode next week. Until then, thanks for watching and bye for now.